Welcome to MR.SNACKS Soul Cafe. My name is Hiroshi, and let's get on it. Get a chance, check out my previous podcast on what's going on in the world, about the government, about the Communist Manifesto, addressing what's happened since the summit, the new agenda or great agenda, whatever they call it. Anyway, I will begin with the quote. And I try to speak faster. I listened to a previous podcast and I thought, wow, I'm speaking really slow. I'm trying to be careful here. But just sharing my understanding. So if you agree, great. If you disagree, it's cool too. Lenin, all right, said this: the best way to control the opposition is to lead it ourselves. And why do you think the phrase controlled opposition is not in the dictionary? You can't find it anywhere. The thing is, the majority of the people are only able to comprehend two sides. For example, Trump is not really a true Republican. And if you check his past out, he's flipped back and forth between two parties. As far as being a Christian, you've seen the videos. I've seen them where he's meeting with pastors and standing in front of a church holding a Bible. He never was a Christian until he became a politician, right? And what did he do when he became president? There's a video on that. Did he go right to church? No, he went straight to Henry Kissinger's house. Go figure. Yes, the mainstream media has been brutal and treated him with hate, and it was so obvious. News outlets in the past used to be unbiased, but not now. Notice? Everyone was permitted to speak against him, and really just put him down in a nasty way. They even created a group called Trump supporters. You never heard of a group called Obama supporters or Clinton or Bush supporters. You see, the attack from the other side gives credibility to the infiltrator. It's classic strategy. And I thought the execution was just flawless. You see, there must be an enemy. They can't make major transitions in this world or in this country without an enemy. You need someone or something to hate or blame. Look at all the changes that have happened in the world since the pandemic, COVID, came on the scene. There must be an enemy, and Trump has played a role along with everyone else, including the media. And I'm sure behind closed doors, he's a hero to them. Probably hugging and shaking hands. This happened to bring in the agenda. Someone had to do it. And I think, remember that comedy roast on Trump? All that was a test to see how he could handle all the negatives and insults thrown at him. He pulled through with flying colors. I couldn't sit through that, having people just put me down and criticize me and insult me. That's tough. Trump was chosen to be the enemy in order for the transition to be fully implemented. You may disagree, you may agree. My position was really all along, I hadn't voted in many years. I would tell people that I voted this past election just to keep the peace. But I, for the record, have said in previous podcasts, check it out, the Democrats, Republicans are two wings of the same bird. I also quoted FDR. Years ago, when I heard this quote, it just stuck with me. And that's why I haven't voted in many, many years. A president is selected, not elected. And to me, it's common sense that the powers that be, the powerful, the Rothschilds and Rockefellers, Soros, whoever, the Illuminati, they would never give the keys to the kingdom to an outsider who would go against them. No. You know, the term deep state, I didn't hear that before Trump came on the scene. And those who hate Trump and want to get rid of him and think Biden is the answer and that their vote really matters, it's an illusion. Really. And I know this sounds like bad news. I share this, and I'm just done with this, withdrawing from the system. I don't trust it. All governments, as I shared in my last podcast, are corrupt, immoral. And I am a law-abiding citizen. Yes, I wear the mask. I don't agree with it, but I wear it to places that I need to have it on. I keep the 6-foot rule best I can, except when I'm getting off an airplane. Everyone's bunched up in the aisle, or even sitting on a plane. We're not doing the 6-foot rule. And we're going through a lot in this country. It's really a tough time for a lot of us. And here's a thing with Winston Churchill. Once said, never let a good crisis go to waste. And the Freemasons' motto is order out of chaos. You see, government is creating the chaos so it can impose this new world order, this Orwellian order with the approval of the masses. You see, you create the chaos and then provide the solution that brings in the order. The bigger the chaos, which was huge this past year, the bigger the order. And the chaos is Trump. Makes sense? The order will be the new agenda, the new system, the great reset, whatever you want to call it. And in order to change and bring about this new system, you got to get rid of the many mindsets and beliefs of those who would be in the way of the new system. And Trump has become the face of the opposition, making him the enemy. When they eliminate him, they will eliminate the voice of the supporters and everything else they stand for. This is manipulation. They assume control of the other side and then assist with the takedown of the other side they are pretending to be part of. So yes, they destroyed Trump and all that he stands for, including the Christian values, conservative views and all that. And all that gets taken down with him. It's genius. And in the beginning, I didn't see it, to be honest. I sided with Trump in some ways. I wasn't for him all the way, as I thought it was so unfair of the many attacks on him from my friends and the media especially. It was unfair. So I did stick up for him in certain areas. And the election, to me, was a major psyop. Getting people to denounce their values because of their hate and detest of Trump. Really. And I've talked to people and they go, hey, why are you for Biden? Well, I'm for Biden because I hate Trump. But they couldn't tell you anything about Biden's past or Kamala Harris's past. So haven't you seen that groups that support Trump and individuals that support him, some friends of mine, support his ideals, are being blocked, banned, censored on social media? Doesn't matter if you have valid points. They're just suppressing your view to help with freedom of speech. And in communism is the shutting down the dissident voices, and it will happen to everyone. I received warnings. A couple of my videos were dropped in YouTube. And it wasn't for Trump. It was just really anti-government. But anyway, I just redid those, and then it was cool. But the thing is, people, if they can cancel the voice of the President of the United States, they can cancel out anyone. Big tech has the power to shut you up. They want to. Look what they did with the website Parler. And Apple kicked them to the curb. Amazon, big corporations. They're putting Trump supporters on no-fly lists, kicking them off planes. And even politicians are held liable for holding a position on this voter fraud. You can't even speak on it anymore. Especially, you can't even say there was voter fraud. I've checked out the videos and research, and thanks to friends of mine who sent me, it was obvious to me, but you can't even speak on it. You see, the agenda is the only opinions you hear will be the ones that are allowed, that you are allowed to hear. Dangerous thought and opinion contrary to the mainstream will not be tolerated in the New World Order. I think the whole thing's a psyop, a psychological operation to cancel out the conservative voices. I recall a while ago seeing this video of Trump making a speech. I don't know if it was a dinner party or whatever it is, praising Hillary, praising Bill Clinton. Really total admiration of them. Utmost respect, he said, for those people. And then later on, he's talking about putting Hillary in jail. I mean, really? So yes, from the media, on the outside, yeah, the put-downs. But in the underworld, behind closed doors in secret, he will be praised. The media and the powers that be, the government, are controlling this narrative, and it will go exactly where they want it to go. Controlled opposition doesn't come telling all lies. There are lies, yeah, but it's mixed with truth. Well, anyway, looking at the time, I'm running out of time here. So I will continue this. I've got some more to share. And so take care and have a good day. Bye.